Hey everyone, right here is an Emerson Legend II series ceiling fan. It's 52-inch diameter, and I got this off Craigslist a couple months ago along with an identical fan. And just ignore that sound. A lot of people go back and forth in the driveway next to us, so never mind that. And came just as you see it, and the light kit was something that I added, and as you can see, judging by the vent pattern, is it's a successor to the ever popular 1895 series from the manufactured all throughout the 1980s era. And I did have another one like this. This was like between the 1895 and this, but I noticed that they reverted back to this shape of motor for it, and they put a rubber flywheel in the, they usually like the more common Emerson K55 motor that would be found in the premium and Crown models and some other ones that I haven't named. But anyway, let's have a look at the, if that's a little closer here. See, that screams 1895. There's a canopy, the generic canopy. There's the top of the motor. I don't know if you can see the tag. That's how it looks. And you can see the K55 motor there, and the walnut finish facing upwards, and the oak is showing. Now the other one, on its twin that I got in that haul, it actually I put walnut on the blades because the blades were off it. So anyway, and the unique thing about it is the look at the blade arm right there. See, it's like a D-shaped blade arm. And I know the one I had here earlier, it had generic blade arms like you'd find on a premium model. But this is actually like if you crossed, this is like the offspring of an 1895 and a Casablanca. But they look more 1895-ish than the generic ones. And there's the Emerson logo right there. See. And the light kit here, let me demonstrate before I forget. Shed a little light on the situation. Okay. Now I got it from a lighting store. I don't know, I think it might have been hung. It was like in the back room, and I just inquired. I got with much other goodies there too. And they actually still have some flywheels left over, so anyway, if you want to know more about it, I can tell you. Puts out a lot of light. It uses 2 bulbs, but you can't put CFL bulbs in that thing. It was like, it's very primitive, and I thought this would be the perfect fan for it. I mean, it looks really becoming. It gives it that vintage look. And this is like it blurs the line between vintage and contemporary. And I guess the Apollo replaced the Emerson Legend, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, somebody can correct me on that, but turn the lights, kind of get a little glare here. Yeah. And I usually saw these fans in like restaurants, and yes, you can do 4 or 5 blades, but you know, very seldom do you see 1895s with 5 blades, so why not do that? Like a lot of the Outback steakhouses I went to had these fans installed in the dining area, so that's awesome. Now I finally own one. I've been after one of these fans for quite some time. So they did have a model in the mid-90s called the 1895, which was basically this with the 1895 shaped brackets, the heart shape like this. See that? Now I was talking about, I guess it was his 4 or 5 blades, and fellow collector Brian Peterson got one from another collector, Chris Held, from Fan Hall. I got it like on Easter, as a matter of fact, so just this past Easter. And he hasn't hung it yet, but can't wait to see the video of it, Brian. We have similar fans, but he's not parting with that one, and neither will I part with this one. And let me show you the reverse switch. It's on this other side. Yep, there it is. Okay, so after 5 minutes, I can now finally rev the fan up, first on low. That's the trouble with these kind of lights, you really have to tug it. Just like at the restaurant. I mean, it's a little bit faster for restaurant speed. It's probably on par with the air-cooled Hugger behind it. Okay, medium. So like I said, it is powered by the Emerson K55 stack motor, so you can't expect it to crank out an abundance of air. Feeling a good breeze on medium, but we'll increase that when we turn up to high, shall we? Oh yeah, she's on top speed now. Look at her go. Just what you expect from an Emerson ceiling fan. High definition and air movement. Wow. These things are hurricanes. On high. Here I am, rocked you like a hurricane. And I think we'll power it down now. I actually got it right. Watch from this angle, you don't have as much glare, I think, because the I guess it's like a solar eclipse of sorts, or an LED eclipse. If I film the globe, it kind of obscures the LED lights, so we don't have as much glare from it. This fan really runs great. I'm very impressed with it. And another one that was here, you saw in another video with the schoolhouse light, the first Legend. It actually, the motor housing was a little chunkier on it. But it had the same switch housing. I swapped that out and put on the other one because I already had a light on it, so just decided to do that. Okay, fan has ceased operation, and before I conclude, I'm going to show you over yonder. That's Hunter Villa I put up. It's my second one that I got from fan collector Brian Peterson last summer when we met in Medina, Ohio. He had a big Craigslist haul, and I think he still has 2 fans left over from that haul, if I'm not mistaken. He gave away all but 2. And there was like 3 of these in there, and I got most of them because these were like childhood fans of mine right there. And I took down that Mayfair, even though I loved it, but I just want to put this one up, give it a chance, because I want to run a test on it to see, if it didn't wobble as much flush mounted. But anyway, I'll talk more about that in another video. I'll do a video dedicated to it. But anyway, back to the main focus. Thank you for watching. This concludes the broadcast day. More to come.